My friends, there's a passage that was just read, a short verse that I find very, very powerful. Without me, you can do nothing. Without me, you can do nothing. Jesus is saying that to his disciples, the ones that have been with him for some time, the ones who've heard about him, they've come to him, they've been commissioned by him to go out and share the good news. And now they're being told, as he's nearing his final days, to remember that they're not going to do any great things without him. And even the small things, they won't do without him. Well, I have to ask myself, is that true in my life? You can ask yourselves, is that true in your life? You know, what about all the self-reliance that we're taught? You know, don't rely upon someone else. Do it yourself. You know, there's lots of books, there's lots of videos on self-perfection, improving yourself. You're going to do wonderful things. And it'd be kind of easy to forget that deep down, when we really reflect, it's without the Lord we can do nothing. Not always the things that we might have planned we wanted to do, but the things that the Lord would like us to do. And that's just a very good phrase to keep remembering. I'm going to remember it this week after hearing it so strongly in the gospel, and I really encourage you too. Without Jesus Christ, we can do nothing. We can have a great pope like we do today. We can have great bishops. We can have great leaders. But without Jesus Christ, we do nothing. And I think we need to rely upon that. And that's why the image that's used in the gospel tonight is so meaningful. Very, very simple image. The vine and the branches. Jesus says, you know, I'm the vine and you're the branches. And you need to be hooked to me. You need to be connected to me. In the backyard of our house, where I grew up, it's just around the corner here on 12th and K, we had a couple of wonderful apple trees and a couple of wonderful cherry trees. And I know that sometimes when a branch would wither or something, so would the cherries wither, so would the apples wither. They had to be connected. They had to be connected in a good, strong way. It's so important and so helpful to reflect upon. We need to be connected with Jesus. And just remember that image of the vine. When the connection is really there strong, we're experiencing the Lord's presence and the Lord's strength. Sometimes it's not so strong and we need to sort of, pull it together a little better. We do that in our prayer. We do that through the sacraments, that we're closer to the Lord. And sometimes maybe we need to be, pruned, a little bit of extra work on us, and the Lord does that too. It's a beautiful image, so I really encourage you during this Mass as we're preparing for the Eucharist, and during this week, just keep that image strong, the vine and the branches. Without Jesus, we can do nothing. But with Jesus, we can do even things we never thought we could do. There's a great document that's come out, and hopefully some of you have had a chance to look at it, the Pope's exhortation that came out just 2 weeks ago. It's called Gaudete et Exultet. Rejoice and be happy. Wonderful thing, not to be behaving yourself. No, rejoice and be happy. It's the call to holiness. I really encourage you to, go to Google or however you handle it, and you can bring it up, and there's lots of summaries of it and comments on it. It's a beautiful document about holiness. That's ordinary life that you and I are trying to live. Holiness is not just for the saints that, go around in trances and things. It's for you and me who don't go around in trances. It's God's presence in us, and the Pope develops that beautifully, just beautifully. I know I'll certainly be sharing in my prayer and maybe in some reflections over the next several weeks. I really encourage you to pick that up. It makes the vine and the branches that we heard in the gospel, it makes the without me you can do nothing come alive.